Quite bunch. Excited. Perfect.
Coach Chris Tamas.
Yeah, I haven't had much time to prep for this. Told to just come on stage and go. And a big reason why we're here is because we made it to the Sweet 16 this last weekend, beating Hawaii in our first round as the first round opponent in 5 sets, and then turning around the next night and also beating number 8 ranked and seeded Washington, also in 5 sets on their home floor. And overall, just really proud of the group. And they've been working hard all season, and it's nice to see everything come together in this moment. And that's kind of what you prep for all season. And it's helped to have a tough schedule in the Big Ten, be able to come through these 5-setters. And, the team's kind of gutted their way through a lot of wins this year. So I'm not surprised. People asked if, beyond my expectations, I said, I think it's just something that we train for every day, and was not surprised that we came out of that bracket this weekend.
Just coming into the season, did you see these kind of expectations for you and your team?
Well, I think we had a young team, and so I actually pulled up next to Brad yesterday, and we were right over here on 4th Street, alongside each other in the car, and he's rolled down your window. Okay, congrats, coach. And I watched their game the night before against Maryland. I said, hey, you guys are like us at the beginning of the season. You guys are young and you're real close right now. And so a lot of it's just about learning lessons and being able to go through it. So in terms of exceeding expectations of maybe a result, maybe a little bit since you didn't make the tournament last year, but I think by the way they've been working and by how they've been getting after it every day, I'm not surprised that this is where we're at right now.
Chris, I caught a glimpse of a couple of the players on the video stream in that 5th set against Washington, and they were laughing. They were smiling. Was that an indication that they were pretty loose?
Yeah,
it was a do-or-die set.
That's a good place to be. A lot of times when you're playing freely, there's a lot of pressure, as with any sport that you play, and some of those moments can bring out your best or your worst. And, I think once we got to that 5th set, everyone looked at each other and was like, hey, this is our set. We've done this so many times, and everyone had belief in each other, and we were letting loose and playing free, and that's what I encouraged them to do. I think halfway into the 4th, we took a timeout and just said, hey, what are we going to decide to do? And they made a decision and just to play, and we made a big run. I think someone told me we scored 28 out of the last 38 points in the match, which is quite an accomplishment.
Chris, back here in the back.
Yeah.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of playing a team a second time?
The advantages are in this scenario, I think we're playing them on a neutral floor. We didn't get a chance to play them here at home, which you would like to do. You would like to actually maybe play them your 3rd time, but just to see what, apples to apples, oranges to oranges. But I think, the advantages are you get a time to adjust. I do not think we were playing our best volleyball back during that weekend, and Brandy was still coming back into the mix off her injury. So I feel that I like where we're at. I think, we're kind of the underdog, so to speak, and I think our team thrives in that a little bit. So I'm excited to face the challenge that Michigan State provides us.
Maybe starting with the win against Minnesota and just through the run you've made now, was there something different that you've seen that you've been able to string these ones together, and several of them being 5 sets?
Yeah, I got asked that question a day ago on radio, and I think just if you look at the kind of the story the whole season, I'm really proud of how it progressed and how we improved over that course, and then for it to finally come together against Minnesota, that was a big accomplishment for us. We had played Iowa that week, and then we played Ohio State, pretty much deciding Ohio State's fate, and they were playing for everything, and we were already kind of in the tournament. So the fact that we didn't just relax just because we were in, I think was a big deal. And again, it's just kind of what I demand out of them, what we demand out of them every day, just to compete and get after it. But yeah, I think when you do have a young team like we do, I think it is important just to keep getting those experiences and to have that confidence heading into the tournament. And obviously these 2 wins this last week, and provide a lot of confidence too.
The fact that you guys are such a young team and you're already making a run like this in your first year as a head coach, I imagine that's be pretty exciting for the years to come, would you say?
Yeah, I think so. Recruiting's been going well for us, and the talent that we have has been great. I think for us, now it's just about maintaining and always, how do we improve to the next level? So for me, it's exciting. I'm always excited to coach and work in the sport. And I think the girls are excited, for obvious reasons. And I think this run just helps, kind of jump up that excitement, like you said.
In the last couple seasons, you were able to watch Jordan coach against her. What's it been like this year to work with her?
It's been great. When you're scouting against her, she's tough to scout against because she tracks down lots of balls. She has a ton of range, both with how she can move with her feet and where she can move the ball to, and try to use that to the best of our ability. And she gives a lot of comfort to her passers that we can kind of pass the ball within a pretty large area and turn them into really good plays. And if she trusts the team a lot, team trusts her, and your setter is your quarterback and point guard or whatever analogy you want to use. So the fact that she's playing well and comfortable with the system and how we're playing is a big factor for us.
As well as she's played throughout her career, did you feel like you were able to get anything different or new out of her this season?
I think for me, it was just letting her be herself and try to create the best system around her possible. And because she's so versatile, we're allowed to play a lot of different styles of play. And even within these last few weeks, we're still adding new wrinkles, new plays, new speeds, all sorts of things that she allows us to do. So, our passers have been doing a great job of getting her the ball, a ball that she can distribute, and then she's been doing a really nice job of decision making and executing game plans or stuff on the fly. So it's been really important for us.
Anything else for Coach Thomas?
All good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.